Let's talk about B6s. Well, what's the difference between the Sedan and the Cabriolet? Well, there is a big difference actually that most people may not recognize at the beginning. But the easiest way to give you it and to show you, hold on, you relocked yourself. There we go. Everybody's used to that, right? There you go. Same insides. Okay, here's the big difference. Check it out. So the major difference is the hoods. They are different. Bumper's a little bit different also. Fog lights, if you look at the bottoms. Take a look. You got this one, and you got that. So similarities, of course. I mean, this is a much flatter kind of European bumper if you look at it. Has the washers, yes. This over here has more of a bumper. Looks more like a 5-mile-an-hour bumper or so. You know, more of like a US spec as in this car. Look at this. If you look down the middle there, you can see one protrudes out, one does not. What are you doing there? What are you doing? You a good boy. You're always checking out the zone. I like that. Protect those rides. Now, inside-wise, very different, but very much the same. So this particular one has the 3-spoke steering wheel. This one is a 6-speed manual. This one is a 6-speed Tiptronic. Has some ugly ghetto radio in it, unfortunately. Ugh, don't ask. And that one has the comfort steering wheel, so it has the audio controls, volume up and down, and you can adjust back and forth with the radio. Of course, it's so much better when it is a factory radio, yes. But this car probably, it would come with this radio. In 06s, believe it or not, Cabrios held over. So there's no 05.5 with the new grille like in the Sedan. And 06s will a lot of the times have the same exact interior, except they put the cup holders down there, 2 cup holders, and they change the convertible switch. It will also have the Audi navigation in it, which of course is hard to see with the top down, right? Now, other differences, these do feel like Recaros. Very, very nice seats. They do come out. And another cool feature of this, shut this door, is this. Let me show you. This is so people can get in and out. Here's another feature. Let me zoom that. Come on. Let's zoom out this stupid camera. Look at this. And that is done here. Up and down. These have Recaros that say Recaro. Also very comfortable. Of course, the headrests don't do that. Inside wise, it's the same dash, except on the Cabrio, you will see it has the gauges recessed in more, or rather things that have protruded out in order for you to see the gauges. This has the square, totally nice and flat sort of dashboard. This car's in very, very good condition on the interior. Really nice, especially this seat. But for whatever reason, I'm a little surprised. This seat does not have the bolster that comes out for the thigh support. This does have both, I don't know, gun cases, carriers underneath. So take a look in here. You got the stick. Same thing here, because it's an 05. Mirror. Really nice inside. This particular car had white interior, because it has white seat belts. But they switched over the interior. It looks actually good. You know what? I love the fact that it is black interior with the white seat belts. Really cool. This is where you keep the owner's manual. A lot of people don't know that there's an owner manual underneath. Back of the car wise, let's take a look. Of course, there's two different trunks. I mean, taillights are different, of course. And once again, bumpers are protruding out more. These are a lot more flush. You have a rear spoiler, and it does go with the body lines. This one, look, it's more of a flush around. Backside wise with the exhaust, there is a difference too. This particular car has an aftermarket 3-inch pipes in the back, so really nice Billy Bobs. Look at the difference here for the rear diffuser. So it is different actually. That's a more flush system. And this one has some, curvature to it. Another thing is that the bottom door sills, big thing on these cars. So it really made the S4 the S4. Does not have it on the Cabrio. Another particular part is here. This hood is flush. This particular one has a lip up to it. Body lines are different here too, with the difference in the windscreens. All aluminum around it with the the Avis silver. You have the mirrors. Let's take a look at the windshield wipers. Any differences there? Nah, not really. I don't see it. All right, on this car, the big differences are in the gauges. Oh, I have this off because I'm messing around. You also get this piece to adjust the convertible top. If it freezes up like this one did, and you have to open it manually, it has a tool. So here we go too. I see my battery went dead, unfortunately. Nice. These here are recessed, and these have bigger, gauges that protrude out more. And this part here, this whole piece is different on this car. Kind of recesses everything. And the biggest difference is circle nozzles. It has two, by the way. You have one over there. Dashes, it's flat, but it's got these humps, almost like if you know the Nissan Zs, 280s, 300s. They all had these, but they had gauges, and it was really, really cool. Also has this piece here. I don't know, maybe you could fit some glasses in there. Both cars have this. They both actually work. And this, of course, is different. They both have this system. But like I said, in 06, this car carries over the front nose, however, adds two cup holders. Then also other things changes. Sometimes these are chrome on the B7s, stuff like that. And the B7, of course, adds daytime running lights. And then I'll have an extra piece here for the DRLs. Also up here is different for the defrost. Hear that? It actually has it. It's missing for whatever reason, it's missing the caps here for these, both of them, which is kind of odd. I don't know why those went missing. This crap. Hey, buddy. Come on, get in here. Has the compass. This is, of course, different. A lot shorter because it won't fit. There's not extra lighting and everything else. But those are some of the differences, of course, between the B6, the Cabrio, and then the Sedan. Another thing that's just pretty cool is this car is pretty aggressive for being automatic. You would not think that. I didn't think it. I bought this car first, and I was like, yeah, automatic. I didn't want it, but it just fell into my lap in a sense that I couldn't resist it. And it really is a fun car to drive. I see so many more Cabrios available with automatic, or even automatics and sedans that are in great shape because everybody with a stick shift destroys them. These automatics are a great example. You know what? Don't knock it until you try it. Drive them. They're very fun to drive. And I believe a lot of them are still on the road, more so because of the Tiptronics, the automatics. People aren't beating on them as much. So in other words, those plastic guides inside are not going. That particular car there has all the RS4 metal guides in it. It was redone. Ninja, you love this car, right? I love it too. But very surprisingly, I truly do love this car. I think it's an amazing car for what it is. The other thing is the piping on the seats. It has the white piping. You have different versions, of course. In there, it does have a rear armrest with... Here, Ninja. Come here. It does have it. Look at that. There is also a ski pass. Where are you going? There's a ski pass, and this also does have the shade here, the vent. Has a screen here to prevent a lot more air, which I have also. So yeah, those are just some of the differences. Oh, one other thing. That's of course because you need to get in the back seats. These here also pop up if it does detect a rollover. Has like two things that shoot straight up in milliseconds supposedly. But yeah, that's your differences between your B6s. Wish I had an Avant to show you. Harder and harder to get all of these cars together. And here's that white shelf I was talking about. So it did have the white interior. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, why are you locked? A couple more mods coming. This one's missing the first aid. Gotta get it. Okay. Wow, that's never been used. Look at that. I like that. And in the back, see, what really put it to me was this. At first I didn't notice it because I had it in the garage. It was dark. I was cleaning it. I was like, oh boy. I just thought it was faded. You know, I didn't realize. I didn't really retract the seat belts to see, but you could clearly tell it had the white interior. Would also really make this car nice would be some white door cards. You know, I don't know if they came. I think they did come in these particular ones, yeah. But that would also be a nice little addition. Both very beautiful cars. Save them. Do the guides on them. You know, it's definitely worth it. But automatics are the way to go if I would say you're looking for something. You're not going to beat the crap out of it. And I think you'll be a lot more successful finding a clean one that will not have the guide issue. Will it have it? Possibly. They all do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But, yep, Audi Central.